Yo, what's going on? Watch news. I am in the middle of getting scammed on eBay. And it's a unique scam, and I wanted to report it to you. It's unique to me for several reasons, the conditions of the situation, but I guess this is something that has been going on for a while. And as I did some interneting, some digging, I guess some other people have been having to deal with this, and I guess eBay hasn't been doing a great job of resolving these. We'll see how they do on mine. Where do I start? If something is too good to be true, it generally is. And if you see a listing for a low price on eBay for a watch that you've been hunting and you know it should be more, chances are something is amiss. So I have a watch pro who shall remain nameless, who thought he would be clever. I guess maybe he wasn't trying to be clever. He got a notification that Omega Speedmaster Reduced 1, the very first reduced, I guess he's hunting them for investment. I'm hunting them to a certain degree. And he got a notification early in the morning that one popped for $900. And he clicked buy it now. And, you know, you could maybe have got a watch head only for $900, like back in 2016, 2017. I think the lowest I saw reduced going for back then were $1,100, $1,200. So $900 maybe back then, not today. They're rocking $1,800, $2,100, $2,200. They're coming back down right now, though. So he should know better. He was half asleep. He's got kids. I just don't want to embarrass him by calling him out. He watches these videos. He knows who he is. But the point is, when he came to his right mind a few minutes later, because it was in the morning, he was half asleep, he realized, looked at the seller, feedback 0, watch location, parts unknown, and he ought to know better. Now, it took him a week of going back and forth with eBay. Obviously, got his money back out of it. And so eBay is pretty easy to help get them involved and get that sorted. My situation, not so much. Similar deal, same watch, popped for $1,200, which is a very low amount. They're going for 18 to 22. So, but the seller, I checked the seller's feedback. Almost 600, all positive. Has been on eBay for over 10 years, 12, some absurd amount. So everything about the seller on the surface looked legit. High feedback rating, positive feedback rating, been on eBay for years. It wasn't someone who just opened an account 2 months ago in preparation for the scam. Now here's the scam. This seller is in Germany, which is what's going to save me through this, because if they were in the US, I might have a bigger problem. What they did is, I bought this watch on a Monday midday. That's when I paid, and no correspondence, which is fine. And I wasn't following it because I knew, okay, it's in Germany, it's going to be days before he gets the DHL or whatever. And then just yesterday, I went and checked tracking, and I saw it was delivered Wednesday this week. I'm like, excuse me? I bought it on Monday. According to the US Postal Service tracking, remember, he's in Germany, the label was bought in my hometown Tuesday afternoon, and the package was dropped off at the post office Tuesday night at like 9 in my hometown, and it was delivered Wednesday morning. Not on their best day. I ship via USPS. No way, Jose Canseco, not on your best day are you going from Germany to my town Monday afternoon to Wednesday morning. It is sheer impossible. Even if DHL was involved, even if FedEx overnight, no. Well, probably no. So, clearly a scam. And this one really caught me off guard because of the seller feedback, because his account is going to be toast now. It's going to be toast. It's one thing if you've only had an account around for 2 months. People do that. That's how the scammers do it. But using a legacy account to try and pull a scam that is not going to work, you're not going to get to keep the money. The money's already holding on callback. I can't figure out the angle of attack on this. If you understand why a scammer would do that, drop me a comment, because I can't wrap my head around it. They're not going to get the money. Their position is completely indefensible. Although I'm going to have to jump through a few hoops to right the ship, as they say. Kind of a chore, but it was worth it, because it's conceivable someone in Germany could list a watch for $1,200. You know, I guess it is. You know, I can't even talk myself into it. That was a pretty dumb thing, but I would do it again based on the fact that they had such a long-standing history. Doesn't look like a scammer. I don't know, maybe people are getting desperate, but you're not going to get that money out unless there's some sort of time trick where you can deplete the money from your account that's on file, your PayPal, Visa bank thing, before I call in the scam. In which case, you're scamming the system, not hobby of hours. So I don't know about that. That has to be the angle of attack. Money goes in, tracking's listed, but I mean, seriously, I don't think, I'm 99% sure you can't even buy a US postal label from Germany to ship it from Germany to here, let alone the ridiculous tracking of it originating in my town. I wonder how they got that tracking number for my hometown, though. It doesn't have an address on it. It just has the city and zip code. That's a bit of a mystery. I guess he could go on the U.S. Postal Service website, run a label, but it's almost like he has to have a partner in town here, unless there's some kind of bizarro drop ship bounce system. Anyway, more to follow on that, but watch out for that. But I gotta take my glasses off for this. There's no way to watch out for that other than the absurd price point, and $1,200 is absurdly low, especially for a full kit in great condition. Okay, dum D, that's on me. But in this day and age, I'm conditioned to only look for bad seller profile cues, not a good seller. A seller who's been around forever with high feedback. That's really odd. Really odd. Although when I did look into his feedback rating, he hasn't sold in a number of years. So there you go, clue, right? All right, so when you're buying watches that are under $2,000, that are not going to ship to authentication, because don't forget, there are some countries not eligible for authentication. You want to look at the feedback as seller, don't just glance over the feedback volume, which is what I'm guilty of doing. All right, bit of watch news. Look out, y'all. Bookend update. The eBay scam is finally resolved. It took me 4 weeks plus a couple days to get my money back, and gosh, what a mess, eBay. Not happy with that at all. I had to make 6 or 7 follow-up calls at a 48 to 72 hour recycle rate. 3 of the tier 1 eBay reps sided with me immediately on the call, said they were going to fix it and credit me, only to have the back office reverse it within 1 to 2 days, all 3 times, which is madness. And I had this seller dead to rights. One wonders, though, if this person had been a better scammer, where if they were in my country and actually started chiming in on Oh no, this was the valid tracking number. This seller was not even responding to eBay or anything, which is what would take so long. I don't mind waiting for something to resolve, but don't tell me you're gonna fix it and it's fixed, I'll get my credit in 24 hours and not do it. That's the thing I had a problem with. So how did I get it done eventually? On my 5th or 6th call, I had to go upper deck, and I asked, I'm always polite with these folks. You're never going to get anywhere being rude or mean to anyone. You're just not going to get anywhere. No, who wants to help that person? Nobody. So I'm always polite. I was like, look, ma'am, this is what's happening. It's been 4 weeks. It's been ruled in my favor 3 times, and I had to get a manager on the line, supervisor on the line, and basically tell my story for the 7th or 8th time. But here is the kill switch that I believe worked. And it's absolutely true. What I'm saying is what I said to her, and it's absolutely true. I believe it. It's true. I said to her, I'm not worried about my money. I'm worried about your money. And I go on to say, I see you as my partner. I buy watches, I sell watches. I view you as my partner, and that's a true statement. I'm not worried about my money, because if eBay fails to protect me, then PayPal will maybe protect me. If PayPal fails, then Visa will protect me. That's one of the reasons why I haven't taken PayPal out of the mix, even though they got some separation with eBay over the past couple of years. A lot of people are going straight eBay credit card. I like having that additional layer in there, because PayPal is the strongest when you haven't received something, right? You could receive a box of rocks. If you bought a watch and got a box of rocks, PayPal does not care. You received a package. Visa will care, and I've had run-ins with having to go that deep. But this time, I communicated to the supervisor, I view you as my partner, and you're the one who's getting ripped off right now. So we need to act quickly, get this person off of your platform, and make sure they're not running away with your money, because I know my money's protected. And I believe that won her to my cause and put her in the position of wanting to help me and facilitating the quick refund. So it's basically within 24 hours of that conversation. Flash forward to yesterday, I go to my mailbox pickup, and I receive a FedEx from Malaysia, and I'll do an insert of what they sent me. Someone in Malaysia FedExed me, not shipped, FedExed me a knockoff Omega Speedmaster Reduced. One of the worst fakes I've ever seen. Full fake kit, box, bag, everything, even a little strap adjuster, and it's so horrible. It's such garbage. But I'm wondering why. Why bother? The case, it has to be somehow connected to this scammer. Whether he arranged for a drop ship or something, who knows? I'm gonna have to call eBay and let them know something showed up at my door, because I don't want it. I don't think the case can be reopened and reversed. But this is a matter of full transparency. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let them know something weird happened. But when I got that, I was laughing my butt off, because at first I opened it, I was like, what? It came? And then I started looking at it, and it's quartz, battery operated. It's the reduced dial with the Moonwatch case back and the chrono pushers. The chrono hand is constant running seconds, and the chrono one doesn't work. The other advances a sub dial, so total garbage. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that piece, probably just garbage it. But there is the bookend on that one. And so watch out there. And I want to give the advice, buy the seller, but the seller profile looked good. I think the overarching advice is, if a price is too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Now, it wasn't radically bad. I mean, the price was $1,200, and I could see someone in another country listing that watch for undervalue, because right now they're going for 1,800 to 2, and which is high. Actually, I'm just saying it out loud. I feel pretty stupid. Well, the one he got that was a fake, I think he paid 800 or 900. Not a fake, but a bad listing. So he did it worse than me, but he got a good chuckle that I was in the same boat as him. Anyways, watch out. Be careful. Buy the seller, but even when you're buying the seller, be double careful. All right. Hope this spares you some grief, and you have a great one. All right. Peace.